Hello and welcome to the 19th episode of the TheDarkNest Podcast. I'm your host, TDN Horror Stories, and as always, I am joined by my feathered co-host, As the Raven Dreams.
As the Raven Dreams. Hello. Did you forget my name?
I just said it.
Oh. You cut out. I was like, did you forget who I was?
Really, bro? You're just going to cut off my intro like that because you didn't hear it?
Yes.
Today, we are joined by a fellow narrator and a close friend of mine. He has a silky smooth voice and a very kind-hearted persona. And, yet this is a VR chat connoisseur. He said so himself. Please give a warm welcome to Maskino.
Hi there. I've seen a bunch of anime girls in VR.
Oh, tell me about it. No, don't.
I think we probably don't want to talk about that.
I'm probably good. So it's been a while since we talked, verbally. So, how you doing? How you been? How's it going?
The end of the year is really busy for me, both because of work and family. But now that it's hit like that after New Year's, sort of everything's done and out of the way.
Right.
I've honestly just been doing nothing but playing video games and going to work and being like, "Hey boss, how's it going?" And then hiding somewhere.
Hey boss, how's it going? All right, I'm going home. All right, fine.
So, I feel like honestly at this point I probably could do that because it's like, well, you've done all the work for the end of the year and you basically got everything done ahead of schedule.
And he's like, yeah, you can go home for a year. Like, just go home until next year. We're all caught up.
Can I still get paid, please? I have insurance with the company. I can't afford to lose this.
So you're kind of like your channel is what we would call like a mixed bag. Like you have gaming, and you have like just regular chat streams, and you have horror narrations. How does that work out for you, like personally? Do you feel like it's just something you're doing because you like doing all of it together, or is it just like your audience enjoys it, or is it both?
Well, everyone says, oh, I love when you do this. Like, a lot of people say that, the live streams are entertaining and stuff like that. I know obviously the videos, the horror narrations usually do the best. And some of the gaming stuff is really just because I want to.
Right.
But yeah, like more or less, it's just stuff that I feel like I want to do. I mean, obviously the main focus is the horror stories and other things like that. But I just enjoy gaming because before I was doing this YouTube channel, I was doing streams and stuff just for fun. But
now,
I kind of burnt myself out on that.
Tried like Twitch or anything, or is it just like strictly
YouTube? I tried Twitch before, but I don't have the best warm tinglies about the platform. But
the warm tinglies.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of the policies I don't agree with, but I don't mind going back to it at some point. I just don't know when I'll do it. Like I said, the live streams are just kind of spur of the moment. It's like I kind of feel like playing a video game right now.
Let's just fucking do it. And so that works for you. Like you're cool with doing like games and like chats and then like horror and like pulling like just. I feel like for me, like I love doing that type of stuff, and everybody does it in their own way. Like you have to have some type of variety. I feel like you have to cut what you have in some way. Like Raven does it with chats. Sometimes I do it with my live recording and ending sessions, and I feel like you need to do stuff like that because I'm not saying that like it gets stale, but it kind of does. It kind of does get stale.
Oh, definitely.
Like you need to have a different creative outlet. You can't have one creative outlet constantly for it to really give you any satisfaction. Like the whole point of being creative is to express yourself, and yeah, that's all well and good. Like you can do it in the way that you really, really like, but you have to do something else, or you're going to get bored. The audience is going to notice you're getting bored, and then they get bored. So I just can't do it. Like I tried to stream games on my channel, and it's always just like, I get comments, and they're just like, this is stupid.
Why are you enjoying yourself on your channel, you piece of poop?
Yeah, and I'm like, well, because I tried to go on Twitch, and nobody follows me there. When I post a link on Twitter, nobody follows me there. Like, I'll be like, hey, I'm live streaming on Twitch. Like 16 likes, not a single one shows up, and just anime. That's it. That's the only person that shows up.
That's what I tell all my friends that are streamers. I'm like, hey, bro, I'll follow you and I'll retweet your stuff, but sorry, I just ain't showing up because I don't like Twitch that much.
Yeah. And I get it. I 100% get it. And then I try to do like a YouTube gaming channel where I would do streams, but nobody followed me there. So I'm like, well, the only obvious choice is if I want to show someone games, I either got to do it in Discord or I have to do it on my channel. And I found basically like I just have to do it, like stream it, but just not keep the video up. Like I have to like unlist it or something because it starts like flooding. People really don't like it. Like they really don't like when I do it. Like and it sucks because I really like doing it. I like playing new games and stuff.
There's a few streams that I've done that are unlisted, but for the most part, I just leave them up because it's like, why not? Because I don't do it that often that it's not flooding people. But yeah, I know some people are like, there's some people that will watch my streams that aren't even part of the sort of horror thing or anything like that. They're just like, oh, I saw you were playing this video game on YouTube and recommended me to you. I was like, hey man, thanks. And they'll never interact with me again until I stream.
Yep.
And it's like, look, I know what you're here for, but I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to be sorely disappointed.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people when I streamed Miles Morales, like the night it came out. I was playing it, and a couple people were like, "Oh, you gotta do this to swing. You gotta do that to swing. Oh man, thank you for streaming this. It's really fun. I can't wait to see more." And I'm like, "You don't.
You won't.
You didn't click on the rest of my channel. I'm probably only gonna stream this one other time because when it comes to games like that, like when it comes to stories, like something that's heavily story based like that." Chances are I'm probably going to play it once or twice, maybe for an hour or two on stream, and then the rest of the time that I have that game, I'm playing it alone.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I need to be able to focus on the game to be able to fully absorb it. And I can't do that if I'm talking to a chat.
You know, I know we play the video games, but Raven, how about you? Are you an epic gamer?
I wouldn't know. I don't think I'm epic. I'm too awkward to be epic. Totally but I do play.
So what do you mean every gamer's awkward?
But I mean, with all respect, I was in a game of Among Us on Friday, so I mean, I'm pretty top tier.
Oh man, look at this dude walking in here with the big flex.
Right? No, like I do play.
Does it hurt your back carrying all that massive weight around?
Yes.
that awesome ego you just walk in this room with. God, dude, I came in here for a good interview, and you're just gonna pull that out on me. All right.
I mean, I already interrupted the intro. I'm gonna interrupt you and start talking about myself.
Basically, yeah. I don't think I like this new Raven. I think I need him to go back to being quiet.
No, I like this one a lot better.
For sure.
He's far more antagonistic.
Yeah, he's far more confrontational for sure.
Yeah, I like it. I love a good fight on the internet.
Anyways, I play some stuff randomly. I've streamed a couple times on my channel, but like you, it's just kind of not really something I'm going to keep doing. It's just...
Yeah.
I'm trying to get him to play Beat Saber because we both have a Quest.
Oh, you definitely should, dude.
Yeah.
Beat Saber... Bait Saber. Yeah. So the Bait Saber is really great. It's kind of slow, but once you get into it, you got a good flow, and you really know your argument. You can really put your opponent on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will absolutely play it. I just have to reinstall the basic APK because I kind of modded it out to play custom songs.
Whoa. Are you telling me that you're modifying your files?
No.
Oh, okay.
I didn't touch a single file personally.
I quickly looked at my webcam and I knew it wasn't on, but it was like...
It's like, whoa, I would never do such a thing.
Yeah, I'm in love with it. I love it so much. Yeah. I love my Quest so much. It's one of the best purchases I've made in years. Like it's such a good fucking little console, if you would call it that.
Do you feel like you're going to get the Quest 2 at any point?
We have the Quest 2, both of us.
Oh, okay. I thought you still... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You're just talking about the original Quest.
I tried the original Quest, and now that I have the Quest 2, it's like a leap compared to the first one. Like,
I heard the 2 was like just leaps and bounds ahead of the first one.
Quest 2 it's such a... I haven't... The only flaw I found is there's two. Honestly, there's just two, and this is it, and they're big flaws for sure. Is the battery life and the head strap?
Yes, the head strap is not like
it's not comfy
at all.
And the first couple of times that I played with it, I was having headaches because it forces that weight onto your face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, my it's the same with the Rift, and from what I could tell, it just seems that every one of the Oculus head straps are just kind of terrible.
When I had my original Rift, like I liked it. Like I liked like the dome that it had on the back that it like cradles your skull. Like I liked that one. And I wish I can somehow transfer that over to my Quest because it would have made it so much better. But I'm gonna have to shell out $50 extra to get the Elite strap because this ain't cutting it. I need another fucking thing.
Yeah, for me, I just added like a little extra Velcro strap to the thing to make it extended so it can go on my fat head.
No, I need the fucking Elite strap.
I feel like they made the strap to fit on Zuckerberg's head, so that's why it doesn't fit ours. So
it's just there's no counterweight. Like
it's got to fit a lizard.
Yeah,
it's true. He's got one of those xenomorph heads whenever he takes the skin off.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've just been playing the Quest, or the Q2 as people call it. I'm saying Q2.
I do agree that the battery life is kind of...
It's kind of shit, yeah.
But the battery life on the controllers is stupid.
Oh yeah, the battery life on... Apparently the battery life on the controllers lasts fucking 4 months.
Yeah, because my controllers still aren't dead, and I got mine in October.
Yeah.
Whenever it came out.
Yeah.
So...
But I understand why the battery life is so shit. I feel like even if it was bigger, it would still drain because the quality of that headset is insane. I don't understand. The screen door effect, gone. It doesn't exist anymore. It is non-existent. It's insane. For anybody who doesn't know what the screen door... We're talking about VR. We're not going to talk about this whole time. This is what I've been doing for the last couple of days. But for anybody who hasn't tried a VR headset, the screen door effect is basically, if you've ever looked at a screen door, on your sliding glass door in the backyard or whatever, it's basically that. Old VR headsets used to have what looked like a screen door over the lenses. So it would basically look like tiny boxes, and it would make everything look pixelated and less clear.
It's like a really...
It looked like like mesh. Yeah, it looked like mesh.
Gotcha.
But they called it the screen door effect. It's non-existent. Everything looks clear. It's night and day. It's insane now. And the setup, oh my god, it took me 5 minutes. That's it. 5 minutes to set up my Oculus, and that was it. And I was in.
Yeah.
I was like, and it was automatically tracking. I can fucking grab stuff on the floor, and I didn't lose my hand. It was the craziest thing.
You're describing a dream world to me. I've never experienced such bliss.
It's insane. I was playing Onward yesterday, and I proned. It works. It really fucking works.
Finally, I can get tactical in my bedroom.
Bro, I no, bro. The fact that you can set up your Guardian anywhere, I just took my headset into the living room. I made the square around me in my living room, and boom, I'm just in the game. That's it. That's all it takes.
And it's weird that it remembers the room. I think that part kind of creeps me out.
That was weird because I didn't have to resituate what my Guardian was when I went back into my room.
Right.
They just automatically remembered it.
I play in the basement area, and then upstairs here in the living room, and it just remembers. I'm like, how do you know what room I'm in? Oh, wait, your Facebook. No shit.
But it's also the cameras.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
That's also a cool feature. I don't know if the original Quest has it, but the pass-through feature is awesome.
Yes.
Does it have? I don't think it does. I think it might be a Quest 2 thing.
The pass-through is really cool, though.
Pass-through is fucking awesome. You could just tap the side of the headset twice, and you see through the cameras. It's fucking awesome.
Yep.
Pretty dope. All right, that's enough for VR, because we're not a gaming thing, but
I mean, we're not a movie thing either, but
no, but whatever.
We're a chat thing, bro.
I haven't watched movies that recently, so I can't comment on.
Wow,
on anything.
Raven's safe this time. So
excuse me. No, I watched a shitty horror movie recently.
What did you watch?
Oh,
what was the name of that movie we watched? Patience. Clown.
I've never seen it.
Is it the YouTube one or the short movie that I think Sam Raimi was all like, you got some skill, kid. Here's a bunch of money. Make this movie.
I don't know, but it was the one with the guy that wore this clown outfit that was possessed by demons.
Mm-hmm.
It was the dumbest movie I've ever seen in my life. It was 2016, 2017 it came out, I think?
Yeah. Okay, so I think that was the actual movie, because I think the one on YouTube is just a short like a couple minutes, like 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
but,
no,
like,
it was a full movie. It was on Pluto, so.
Okay, then yeah, it was the full movie. But yeah, like the dude made this short little horror film, and I want to say Sam Raimi, but I don't know if I'm 100%. I could be completely wrong, but yeah, someone in the industry was all like, "Hey, this is really cool. Do you want to make this movie?" And basically was the executive producer for it and funded it, and the guy made it, and he was like, "Yeah, this probably only worked in short form, huh?"
Yeah, I can imagine like a short version would work, but no. Was it Eli Roth? It looks like that's one of the producers.
Maybe.
That's the only name I know on that list. So.
Okay, yeah, it was something like that, but yeah, I just remember it was like some name that like everyone knows in movies, but yeah, so I mean, it's cool that he took a chance on it, and I always, I'm always for untapped talent getting a chance at the spotlight, but sometimes maybe we just don't go with clowns,
I mean,
maybe
if you want to watch a horror movie where you laugh at the inconsistency and the plot holes, it's good. The design of the actual clown at the end of it, like the clown monster, was really good. He looked creepy as hell, but the movie was so freaking stupid. But anyways, just to give myself a little credit, I did watch a horror movie recently. Thank you, Dark.
No, that's not what I meant by that.
No.
I meant that you're safe because he's not really a movie buff, so I don't have really anybody to talk to about it.
Okay. I thought you were making a comment because I never have anything to talk about
like anytime there's a movie buff in here, that's when it takes like the turn where we talk about it for like a half hour.
Okay.
Okay, well then let's talk about how Spider-Man 2 from Sam Raimi is indeed the best movie ever.
I mean,
I don't really agree with that, but
all right, well, that's the whole podcast. It was nice talking to you.
Peace. I'm out.
We're not going to talk this. Yeah, we're not going to talk about this on the podcast. If it happens to be a conversation, it's going to be later, because that's an hour in itself.
Dude, it's probably been almost like 6 years since I've seen the movie. So
yeah. But if anybody wants to fucking fight me over that shit, I will tell you exactly why. Just DM me.
That you don't like Spider-Man 2?
No, I don't. I think I love Spider-Man 2. I think it's a great movie, but people really they suck that movie's dick, and it's not as good as everybody says it is.
No, I agree. I don't think it's the pinnacle of American cinema, but yeah, I mean, I do think it's probably the best of the trilogy.
Oh, for sure. But if we're talking best Spider-Man movies, I think the newer ones are probably the best ones.
There's a few that I haven't seen, but I've seen most of them, and I agree they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. It's just not really hard. It's the closest to the comic book character. That's why I like it so much.
I just really, I also identify with Spider-Man. I'm also a snarky, skinny white kid.
I am also a white male who has power.
Oh, you didn't even hear my joke. Don't worry about it. You cut off the joke, and I think it's for the best.
Yeah, probably. Knowing you, 100%.
The correlation wasn't because we're both white. You completely run that.
We're both powerful white males.
I don't think I'm on the right podcast anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god.
Going to be canceled.
I hope not.
You underestimate my power.
As long as the 9 people who are here don't fucking report it, it's fine.
Look. I can't think of anything. I really can't think of anything right now to save it. Let's continue, please.
So, this is something I ask of every horror narrator who comes on here, and I always like to pick the brain, even if it's somebody who's bigger like Let's Read, or smaller like us. I love to know how people do what they do. So, if you could, in your own words, tell us your process on how you decide to pick stories and what your editing process is like audio-wise, because I always like to ask that. Because me and Raven do it different audio-wise than a lot of other people. We like to edit as we're recording, so I would like to know your in your own words, as simple as you can, your process.
Okay. Well, I start by getting myself a nice drink and chill down with some music, and then I'll just go through various story websites, or if someone sends me something, I'll read through it, and I'll just I mainly go through probably the first few paragraphs and the last few paragraphs, and kind of get a feel for the tone of the story overall.
Yeah.
If it's short enough, I'll just read the whole thing.
Yeah, I usually say the same thing. Yeah. If the beginning is good and the ending is good, usually the middle is pretty all right.
Oh yeah.
That
actually, at the very least, you can put a good flourish on the start and end of it.
I was gonna say doing that actually screwed me over recently.
Oh, did it? I've never had an issue with it, but I know it's gonna fuck me over eventually.
Well, I had a story that I liked the beginning and end of it, and then I asked the person, and they got really pissed off because they made a comment saying, "If you do a YouTube channel, don't even fucking ask me to use it." So I was like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Well, I don't think that was I don't think that was the thing I was going for. I thought like the story would have been
what
bad.
I'm saying is like I was just like, "Oh, okay, I feel bad. Like I'm sorry I pissed you off."
Yeah, but what? Because of it's
he got mad at the internet, buddy.
Yeah, he got mad. I don't think he got mad. He got mad just because he's a dickhead. Like I don't think that's.
But sorry.
Definitely.
I didn't mean to interrupt there. I gotta stop talking. Go on. Good. I gotta go back to my corner and just shut up like usual and.
No, go. You can.
I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking.
All right. Well, then shut the fuck up and let Maskino talk.
Process.
So anyway.
Oh my god.
So yeah, like I'll choose a story and enjoy it, but then when it comes to actually recording, it just depends. Like I usually brush my teeth before I start. I don't know why. It's just like a habit I've gotten into. Because usually it's like already
same thing.
Yeah, it's usually like evening by the time I'm recording. So might as well get out of the way. But I'll
do a wad of tobacco before I record.
I just smoke up 12 cigarettes and just blow smoke into the microphone. ASMR. I have a problem. That's another thing I love is the joke ASMR titles, but that's secondary. But so I'll get my like a thing of water just in case, and I'll start reading. And once I go through, then I'll edit at the end once everything's said and done. Because mine's pretty simple. I don't put a lot into it other than like cleaning up audio and obviously getting rid of mistakes, which is probably what I have like the most problem with. The only reason I don't upload blooper videos is just because I get upset with myself.
Yes.
And so there's no way I could upload it to YouTube with how much I just say the F word.
I mean, that's probably what mine would look like if they existed. Like
that's also why I don't record myself too much or stream myself, I should say, because I'm like I'm very used to just being hard on myself when it comes to mess ups. So when I mess up, it's like, oh, you're an idiot. You're such an idiot. I hate you.
I'm just glad my blooper reels don't exist because since I edit as I go, they just don't exist. So and I've gotten requests to do blooper reels because people like when they come to my live streams when I do the live sessions, they hear what my bloopers technically would be. And they're like, dude, you should definitely make this into a thing. And I'm like, I literally can't. It would definitely take a fucking insane amount of time if I had to do my normal process, but also copy and paste my fuck ups into a new file or something. That was a suggestion, I think, by Josh. He was like, well, as you go, why don't you copy paste to a new Audacity file? And I'm like, are you fucking insane? What? No, I can't do that.
Whenever I do bloopers, I just have 2 Audacities open. And whenever I mess up, I cut it, paste it, keep going.
My brain. Okay. I fuck up too much.
Yeah. It's all good.
Dude, the people that scare me are the people that record themselves recording live and have no mess ups. Sometimes
I can do that. On a good day, I can record maybe almost 95% of maybe a 10-minute story without I won't fuck up. I'll just take a break in between so that I can collect my saliva. That's basically it. Sometimes I'll get a really good fucking run. I did it with I think Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft of all things. An H.P. Lovecraft story I was able to read without really breaking that much.
It's because the ancient ones demand the word.
But all the other ones I've had such fucking problems with. Nyarlathotep, I could not read. I could only say the word Nyarlathotep. That was it.
I can't even get to the title of that.
Yeah, I could only. I had to practice Nyarlathotep as a word before I actually fucking did the story because it was said so much in the story.
That'd be awful. Your family hears you in your room just practicing Nyarlathotep over and over again.
Nyarlathotep.
They just come in and start throwing holy water at you. Stop that!
Blasphemy! Stop!
Oh my god.
Chalet Moudela, and you crawl the wall.
That's just like. Oh my god.
See, it all comes back to Spider-Man.
So I have a question that I've been meaning to press you on, like, really hard.
10 inches.
So the one thing that I pride myself on, and I think everybody should, as well as Raven, is, non-copyrighted images for thumbnails. And I wanted to, and this is not, it's not copyrighted in any way, but I'm wondering, I haven't watched the video, but is there a reason that Critical is one of your thumbnails?
Oh, because the story, I feel like, was pretty much directed at him. Like the
was it about the music video?
No, not about the music video. But no, the character's name was Charlie. And,
I just like how you blatantly used Charlie's face.
I mean, I've seen worse.
Or, you know what was true? The thing about it was that I put in gamer on Google Images to see if I couldn't find one.
Came up.
Yeah, and it came up. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm going with it." So, dude, like, it popped up as like one of the two. Yeah, it was like one of the first ones, and I was like, well, sometimes the internet just tells me what I got to do.
I've seen people use like straight like game screenshots, like not like in-game screenshots they took themselves, like for like Let's Plays and stuff. I've seen people go and take like the Steam or like the website screenshots.
Yeah,
and use them. Like, you can't do that. Those are
I've seen. Go on.
They're licensed screenshots most of the time. Like at least the ones on the websites and most of the Steam pages are licensed screenshots.
Yeah, most of the ones that I've been trying to do is the like ones that I make from Source Filmmaker.
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at your My Two Brothers ones. I see that Source Film asset right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the typical Gmod zombies that they use.
The like I said, I was because I'm trying to find ones that aren't just like straight up all from video games that people know, but it's hard to find like good monster models that don't have some sort of like weird.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to really describe it because I'm not like a big 3D modeler kind of guy, but
how dare you?
Well, sorry, all right, it's just a hobby, jeez. But it's some of them just don't look all that great in the end product. But the one I'm really proud of is the Liquor from Resident Evil 2 remake. I got a really good model of that, and I got a bunch of screenshots of it.
Nice.
I really like that one, but yeah. So I've just been trying to do those because it's like these are scary monsters, and
nice
I
price.
can post. So, hey, look! All right, after the show. But yeah. So they're good monsters. Yeah, they're great. That's all I'm trying to say. And that since I'm making them, I figured,
I'm really sorry. As soon as you said scary monsters, I'm like, Skrillex.
Because you confused me there when you said the other thing.
Scary monsters and nice sprays.
Yeah. Because I almost said nice monster boobies.
What?
Big old bahanga zongas. You know what I'm saying?
Big hungalabungus.
I got this new anime idea.
And she has these real big hungalabungas, all right? Some real gongalazongas.
Then what happens?
I don't remember that video that much.
Oh, I do. I remember the whole thing verbatim. Boy.
All right, well, we're not going through the whole fucking thing.
No, I'm not.
Oh, my God.
It'll be 5 minutes that everyone in chat
I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Why?
Just cause. I mean, I'll drink Pepsi. To me, I mean, there's not really much of a difference. I don't actually drink one that often.
There's not much of a difference.
Not really, not to me.
Blasphemy.
Well, look, I'm trying to cut back on the sodas because kidney stones are awful.
That's not the point.
Well, it feels like a point.
Oh, it's not. It's just not.
The correct.
Let me ask you a question.
All right.
You ever peed blood before?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, then stop drinking so much damn Pepsi.
Wait.
I'm confused.
He said, I don't think so, and you said, so stop drinking so much damn Pepsi. Are you implying that if he stops drinking Pepsi, he will urinate blood?
Yeah. I have to live off Pepsi in order to not piss blood.
No, I want you to experience the pain that I've gone through, and that's why I'm cutting back on sodas.
Okay.
You've pissed blood?
Yeah, dude. Okay, look, I'm not going to go into it, but
I drink a lot of fucking soda in my life.
Yeah. No, like, as a friend, health advisory, please cut back.
Okay.
Because it hurts.
All right.
Not
you
a
just
lot
scared the shit out of me. Now I'm going to have to think about how I'm doing things.
I'm just telling you, not a lot makes me cry. But...
I didn't know you could fucking piss blood from doing that.
Yeah.
Wait, you didn't know that? Seriously?
No.
Dude, look. You know
who tells you when they hand you a sugary fucking ice cold beverage that are like, be careful, you're gonna piss blood if you drink too much?
Well, there's the other effect of giving you some sort of cancer.
Yeah.
Well, that I knew. I didn't know piss blood though.
Yeah. So okay, you know those like spiky cactus balls that are in the desert?
I don't want to think about anything else at the moment. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
All right. Okay. This is
Hey,
not the time.
I've given you the mental image and the health advisory. So as a trained medical,
good job, because now I have to throw out all the Coke in my fridge.
Not all of it, just in moderation.
Yeah,
just drink it all tonight. Just drink all of it tonight, and then
shit blood tomorrow.
No. Yeah, see, if you drink it all at once, you'll be able to outrun the effects.
You're gonna be able to outgun Rambo.
Outrun the kidney stones kid.
You gotta speed run the soda drinking.
I like it.
Oh my god, man! But like we said in the beginning, it's been a long time. I haven't really been like really in touch with the community in a while.
It's okay. I've been keeping to myself and my friends. We've just been wrapped up in playing video games.
So, for some people who might not know, you play with Mr. Creepypasta a lot. Like
yeah, on occasion.
What was that? How did you meet him? What was that process again? Because I know you told me. How did you end up meeting Mr. Creepypasta? I think it was like a VR chat thing, right?
Yeah, we were. I was in VR chat, and I was just drinking, and then he showed up, and he and his friends were drinking, and then throughout the night, somehow we had gotten in touch. Again, it's been a minute, and intoxicated, but we kind of just hit it off pretty fast. So we played some games and had some drinks, and then after that, we just kind of kept playing games and having drinks. And
was it weird at first to know that like that's who you're friends with?
Not really. Like I said, there's after meeting him and just in general from being around, there's a lot of people that are of notoriety that I've met, but to me it doesn't matter because I mean, to some degree we all have to put on this online persona for content creation, but definitely, especially if you hang out in crowds, and it doesn't matter the size, but there's people that are very fake, and I judge someone more on how they act in a more private and natural setting.
Well, I'm definitely not like that, and I was really don't know if you remember this. There was one point where we were playing Killing Floor and you didn't tell me it was him. I don't know.
Because to me it just doesn't register.
But to me, I've been watching him since I was like 12 years old. So it was a lot. It was a lot. I think that was the point where you told me you were friends with Mr. Creepypasta. I saw him in the server, but I didn't think he was going to be playing with us. So
yeah, I think you were like, oh wow, are you the Mr. Creepypasta? And I was like, yeah, that's Mr. Peepee Man. Little
no, I didn't
man.
even talk to him like that. After I found out it was him, I got so fucking nervous. Like I tried to play it cool and I tried to like make him laugh, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, he's human. It was really fucking weird. I remember we were playing Killing Floor, and it was like 20 minutes in, and he said something a certain way, and I was just like, interesting.
This sounds familiar.
Because his name on Steam isn't Mr. Creepypasta, so like so when I checked when I like tabbed, there wasn't it wasn't him. So I didn't put 2 and 2 together, and I didn't look at Discord because it was covered by something else. So I didn't see him pop in. So we were playing, and it was like 20 minutes in, and like I said, he said something in a certain way that kind of sounded like he did in his videos, and I was like, that was a pretty good Mr. Creepypasta impression. And Mask is like, yeah, because it is. And I'm like, what? What is what? And he's like, that's Spike is Mr. Creepypasta. And I'm like, huh?
No, come on, let's be realistic. You were more like,
no, I was I feel like on the inside I was probably like that, but I don't remember being like over. I think afterwards, like verbally to you when we were alone, I definitely was like very like, how did you not tell me? Like
you just kept going, what?
Yeah, what? Yeah. No, I remember that for sure.
I remember being like, calm down, dude. All right.
Was that?
Just chill out.
Was that? I don't think that was while he was there though.
No, he had left by that point. You were like, how could you not tell me?
Yeah, no. As soon as I think he had to leave for something as we were playing, and as he left, no, I do remember that. I kind of freaked out. I was like, why the fuck didn't you tell me I was playing with Mr. Creepypasta?
Damn.
Yeah. And we had played again after that, and I took a screenshot because I thought it felt cool.
Yeah.
I mean, now that I like, I feel like if I played with him again, it wouldn't be a big deal. But it was the first initial impression, the fact that I wasn't even aware that he was there, like, at all. I knew he was in the server. I didn't know he was playing a game with us. Like, there was nobody saying anything because it was all normal to them. And I'm like, you fucking freaks. But after the initial like thing, I think the next time we played, it was fine. It was cool, and it's the same thing for when like I first started talking to Let's Read. Like for sure, I was nervous as fuck. Like when he first messaged me about a thumbnail, I was like, "All right, first, I've seen your thumbnails. You're asking a lot. Like he has art pieces, so now I have to up the ante." But not only that, but like everybody's gonna fucking see it, and if it looks like shit, he's either gonna be like, "Oh yeah, thanks," and use it, and everybody's gonna be like, "That thing looks like ass," or he's gonna tell me to my face that I suck. But at that point, I didn't know Joel was like the nicest human being on planet Earth. But now, like I talk to him like normally, and it's totally cool. But at first, it was really scary.
Oh yeah.
I am like such a fanboy, Dea. Shut up.
Just it's best not to idolize people. Just
I don't
really try to get to know. No, I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying there's definitely people like I mean, obviously with the rise of Corpse Husband here recently again.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. Dude size on Twitter, and now there's people getting tattoos of it.
Ophelia,
so
Tidian, your thumbnails are dank. Well, that's a lot coming from someone who does have a lot of know-how in thumbnails, because Ophelia, yours are not anything to trifle with. You have pretty damn good thumbnails, and that's coming from like the horror community being notoriously bad at making thumbnails. Like,
I am.
You are very bad at making thumbnails. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I feel like your narrations. I feel like your narrations make up for it. That's my personal opinion. I'm not going to shit all over your fucking thumbnails.
No, that's why I was like,
I do enough of that on Twitter.
Yeah, true. My thumbnail thing is like the one I'm like, man, if I ever had to hire someone for this thing, it's for thumbnails.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
That's later on. Like I said, right now this is just a hobby.
It definitely can't be me, because Swamp has me on lock, and it's a lot. There's a lot going on. Like, holy shit. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work going on. I think we were doing like 20 thumbnails, sometimes an extra 5 on top of that, and now I started doing all of his older ones, so that's 10 on top of that, I think, a month. So I'm doing about like 30 thumbnails a month just for him. So
he's re-thumbnailing all of his old videos?
Yeah, he is. All of his popular videos are going to be remade by me.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. And from what he says that it's already starting to pull in a little bit more traffic because they're more intricate. So I'm really excited about that. It's really cool. It's not really getting me any pull because nobody looks at a thumbnail and is like, who made that? They're always going to think Swamp made it. So, like, but it's cool because I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope.
That'd be my motivation. It's like, who are you? Doesn't matter. Got paid.
Doesn't matter. Got paid. It is cool that the fact that that people know me because Swamp has shouted me out because of it. So other bigger narrators will come to me and ask me for stuff. Like the fact that Mr. Creeps came to me one day, that I almost shit my pants. I'm gonna be honest. I watch him all the time. I watch him like every day. So, and I had never talked to him. I've always like tweeted at him and he like liked my stuff, but that was about it. And when he went out his way to message me, he was like, I want something like this. And he showed me like some of my best stuff. And I'm like, you have no idea what you just asked me. You just asked me to melt my brain for you. Oh my God. Those thumbnails are so hard to make. He's like, I want like a Let's Read style thumbnail. I'm like, well, you got to give me 3 hours.
Well, about that, my man.
Yeah, well, about that. I'm dying. Thanks. Oh my God. Yeah. But enough about me, Maskino. Enough about me.
Yes, let's get back to me.
Hey, it's my turn. Excuse me.
No, you're good.
Yeah, you're excused.
All right, peace.
Anyway.
What did you want to say, Raven? What do you have?
Oh, he left.
Did he actually?
Yeah. Left. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because he's in streamer mode.
I'm in streamer mode. I can't hear it.
I'll let that go then.
Was that it? Were you actually going to say something?
No, I don't have anything to say.
Oh, fucking Christ. Holy hell. All right, so Maskino.
Yeah.
You beautiful boy.
So I'm going to ask you a question that I ask everybody on here. Almost everybody. Sometimes I miss the question because we're like so heated in the conversation. But I thought I'd ask you because I'm pretty sure you're into horror movies, yeah?
I may have seen a motion picture in my time.
If you have a favorite, or maybe like, I'm going to ask this differently. What's the worst horror movie you've ever seen?
Oh, there was I can't think of the name of it, but using on there's like some of the like lesser known movie services, because sometimes there'll be one that's like pretty neat, and then sometimes there'll be one that's not so neat.
There's a lot of Shudder ones that come to mind.
I don't have Shudder, but this is like a little bit back before Shudder really got big.
Yeah.
There was some service that was out there that was like when all these had just started cropping up, and there was some movie on there, and it made no sense. It was like an alien that was also a biological monster weapon that needed to like eat people, and it was trying to eat this woman, but it was also trying to like put eggs inside of her, and it made no sense, and it was awful. And it was like, okay, I'm sure we've all seen a sci-fi movie back in the day when they were doing their low tier asylum filmmaking. But now, like I'd rather watch one of those, honestly. I'd much rather watch one of those.
Like an asylum film?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that movie must have been terrible.
Like I said, I don't remember the name. I just remember sitting there and nothing made sense. The music didn't fit at all. Like in times where the monsters was creeping through the dark alleys at night after some person to eat, the music just kind of was like this. It sounded like it wanted to be like a sort of dark synth, but it was still too upbeat for something
so it's
that's
just
supposed
like
to be slowly creeping.
So they were trying to be like Stabbing Westward or Nine Inch Nails and had too much pop sound to it or something.
A bit, yeah. It was just, like I said, it just didn't fit. The tone was just way off. The movie itself was way too dark. I think it was just to try to hide the fact that the monster was like foam.
I mean, that's how you get good. That's how you use practical effects to your advantage. Like Jurassic Park, the original one, looks so good because the animatronics were shrouded by just like just darkness and only some type of a little bit of light, and the rain covered most of the prosthetics. So,
oh yeah, but this was just like, let's just not use any lighting on set.
Yeah, let's just like have him walk through a dark hallway and just kind of see a silhouette. That's it. It could be a man in a SpongeBob costume. You wouldn't tell.
But yeah, it was awful.
I don't think I've ever really seen. See, I try to stay away from horror movies a lot because I know a lot of them are so fucking bad. The only time like I've ever really thought a movie was bad was that I got through the whole movie and it was actually good, but the ending was terrible. And that happens a lot. Like, there was one that me and Anime watched. What was it called? I think it was Relic. There's a newer one. And the whole movie concept was so cool. It's like these two, this mother and this daughter are going to see their grandmother, who has been missing for like 3 days. Like, they've been trying to find her and they can't find her. And then all of a sudden, like they stay at her house for a little bit, like trying to like think of where she could have gone, and they fall asleep and they wake up the next morning and she's just in the fucking kitchen making tea, and she just shows up, and she's covered in dirt. She has no shoes. She's like she has like this weird black mark on her chest, and the whole movie is like there's like this thing in the house she keeps saying that has always lived there but has lived inside the walls. And occasionally it comes out and like it hides under the bed and it has no form, and it's like it's really creepy. And then the end of the movie is just such fucking garbage. Like, it makes no sense. It has nothing to do with the rest of the movie. All this build up and it just fucking shits in your mouth. It's so bad. I was so fucking pissed off at that movie. Oh, never watch Relic. It's terrible. It's fucking bad. I mean, well, just cut off at the last 10 minutes. You'll be fine.
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I've watched Relic, but I can't remember it.
Yeah. And Rubber was bad. Rubber was a stupid movie.
That's the one with the tire, right?
Yeah, Rubber's a terrible movie. It's just a fucking it's a parody of Christine. It's dumb. It's really stupid. Ugh. I just don't watch horror movies because I know that 99% of the time I'm just gonna be fucking disappointed. Because
don't get me wrong, I enjoy a bad horror movie, like when it's so bad it's good. But yeah, there's a lot of them that are just boring, and that's the worst offense a movie could be.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There's me and Anime watched one I think over Christmas time or like before, called Rare Exports, and it's a foreign movie. It's I think it takes place in like Sweden or somewhere around there. I think so. Basically, it's about these Americans come over to this like Swedish area, and they're like mining because they have a feeling that they found something, like some like really hidden thing that was there for a very long time, and it turns out to be like Santa Claus.
Oof.
Yeah, it's
Right?
let me try to explain this the best I can. So, so basically, these Americans come over to Sweden because they think, there's something under there. The guy knows what's there. He's been the head person there has been studying this for a very long time. He knows what's under here, and he knows that there's no way that this mountain is the way it should be because it looks man-made. So someone had to have trapped whatever's under there in there, and there's like heat signatures or whatever. So there's a bunch of explosions that happen over, and the whole movie it takes place with this like really like small kid and his really shitty dad. Like, his dad is such a fucking asshole, and it's all in Swedish, so it's great. And then
do you just real fast, because I'm thinking about foreign movies. Do you remember the Leprechaun movies?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently there was one where they tried to put it in like Ireland, right? And they hired a little person wrestler to just be like this gray goblin that's supposed to be the Leprechaun.
Oh my god.
and he attacks Americans because the Irish people are having to sacrifice Americans to him.
Ugh. Okay, that's interesting.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
I knew if I didn't tell you now, I'd forget because oh my god, like it just it was awful.
Long story short, basically, when they exploded the opening of this mound, where whatever was inside that gigantic ass hole came out, and it turns out that it's like the only thing we see so far for the like 99% of this movie is like a really old naked dude.
Oh.
Yeah. And he turns out to be an elf. But he's scrawny, he's disgusting looking, but he's super fucking strong. He like, I can't remember what he did. I think he just like broke somebody's skull or something like that. He's like murdering all these fucking people. And it's so creepy, and there's like parts where like there's this old, and they're like kidnapping kids and like trying to sacrifice it to like this giant Santa thing. It's the weirdest. It's one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen, except for the movie I saw last night. That movie was fucking weird. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Save Yourselves, but you could probably do without watching it.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know about that. Watch Rare Experts though. I don't think it's a bad movie, but I think it's satire. It has to be satire because it does not take itself seriously at all. Or it does, but it's really bad. You really have to just like roll the dice on it. I honestly don't know. But it's a weird fucking movie for sure. How did this? It happens every time. How do I just end up talking about a fucking movie I've seen? I don't know.
Because you like movies.
Yeah, but everybody gets quiet, and I know they're just like, Jesus,
Dark. We're talking about movies, bro. Come on.
Say, Dark, you should know me by now. If I want you to shut up, I tell you to shut up.
That's true, for sure. Raven wouldn't. He would just be like, okay.
I'm trying to find out some more movies to watch. I don't watch a lot of them because I'm also like, I don't want to waste an hour of my life and be disappointed.
Right, yeah, I'm right there with you. No, yeah. I'm good. Yeah. I'm more horrified at how offensive it is to have a Leprechaun movie in Ireland.
It was awful.
Just like everybody like they like rented out a street so they can do like the movie, and everybody's just like looking from the outside, and they're just like, motherfuckers. I can't believe
that's kind of how it's playing out in my head.
Yeah. Fucking bloody bastards. I wish I was there on the sidelines as they were filming it. That would be so great.
Understandable.
Have a nice day. Sorry, I just blanked for a second. I'm having a day. Hey, nobody else is contributing things to the conversation.
Well, you start talking about movies.
Yeah, well, shut up.
No.
You know what? Fine.
So, it does get kind of complex because, as Dark said earlier, your channel's kind of a grab bag. But if you could latch onto like one type of content that you would do consistently that actually started working out for you really well, obviously, like there's narrations. But if it wasn't narrations, what else would you do personally?
Probably just streams and stuff like that again.
Cool.
It's easy, and like I said, I think a lot of the sort of personality is able to come out where I can just interact. I do like when I can interact with people pretty much on the fly, instead of having to go back and forth because I'm awful at getting the messages.
Yeah,
I feel
you
that.
really are.
Yeah, well, you didn't message me for anything beforehand. You just were like, "Hey, you want to come on the podcast?" Didn't ask me how my day was. Didn't ask what I was up to.
All right, you know what? Fine, you're right. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that meant that much to you, but I'm sorry.
Look, man, sometimes.
What if I just didn't give a shit how you were doing? No, I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. No, I do care. There's a lot going on.
Understandable, Sam.
Understandable. I'm never coming back.
Look, man, we all expected the great apocalypse, and here we are, just sitting here going like,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, within the first 3 days of 2021, Dr. Dre got put in the ICU for a fucking aneurysm.
Yeah,
I was like, no, you're not. No, 2021 is not fucking taking Dre away. Like, it's not happening. This is not cool. Like, I'm not ready for this shit. This is too much. It's too fast. Fuck you. And then they said he was okay. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, I was like, man, we ain't even a weekend and this shit gonna pop off.
Yeah, for real. Oh my God. So, what do you want to do with your channel? Where do you see it going in the near future, or a year from now, or 2 years from now? Do you want to do this as like a regular thing, or is this just kind of like a side thing that you do?
Oh, just as a side thing I do. I don't care about doing this as like any sort of job or whatever, or for any like real fame or whatever. I personally, I don't know what the state of YouTube is going. I mean, we can kind of debate back and forth on this.
I don't think it's that possible that much anymore.
Yeah, I think YouTube in the next 5 years is probably gonna be like, well, you can upload to YouTube if you're a YouTube Red contributor.
Yeah, probably.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be the same thing with the Oculus Quest. You have to have a Facebook account just to play it.
So, and I'm not for that at all. I like my privacy and stuff, obviously.
I mean, they already got it, so it's fine. They already got everything they need.
Probably, but look, I know the NSA likes to watch when I'm sitting here with my hand down my pants and watching YouTube videos.
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, honestly, I'm just kind of concerned. Like, hey, bro,
that's what I think about all the time.
You might look at me and be like, look at this sad guy, and I'm looking at you. It's like, you get paid to look at a sad guy.
Yeah, so fuck you. Just middle fingers up. Just fuck you. Oh,
this is my day off. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Working?
You don't get days off, bitch. He's like, yeah, but I get like fucking $3 million a year, and you're like, yeah, well, I have porn.
He's like, yeah, well, I get, it's like, yeah, what do you got? You got to sit here and watch what I look at.
And my
big titties.
My final question to you is, if you had the chance to collab with anyone, who would it be?
I don't really know. Like I said, most everyone I've talked to has been down to do it.
Down and dirty.
Oh yeah, they've made the mistake of inviting me over to read stuff with them. I didn't mean to tell you, but you might want to get tested.
Jesus, I already did last month, and I had it.
Oh, well, ain't this just embarrassing anyway?
Well,
I'm sorry I gave you a clinical case of the beans.
Nuh-uh, get back up in there in your podcast. Fucking patience. That's good. Well, you didn't answer me, so you don't have anybody?
No, not really. Not that I'm like, oh man, I'd love to work with you. I've done a lot already. I'm trying to think of who I haven't had the chance to work with yet. At least in some capacity.
Well, you stew on that while you're answering this actual final question.
Okay.
I know. I just threw a motherfucking curveball at you. Is there anything with your channel that you think that you want to change in the future to make yourself more structured, or something that you think you can do to make it more, not presentable, but make it where you want it? Is there something that you want to do that you haven't done and you're working on it?
I'd definitely like to get into and schedule again. But that's kind of going off other things. But I'd also like to get, hopefully, if things work out in the next few years and YouTube hasn't gone down the drain completely, I'd like to build like an actual booth for recording, because I always want one of those. Yeah, I also do other voice work for people on occasion too. So it'd be nice to have one where I can kind of go in and have a mostly quiet little area and and actually just get stuff done and hammer out lines and then just wheel over to the desk and get stuff put out on a reasonable time and that'd be that. But as of right now, I'm
so you're pretty comfortable where you are at the moment?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always down to improve and grow, but yeah, like I said, this has literally just been a hobby, and like you with the streaming thing, I tell people, I was like, hey, if this becomes more like a job or whatever, and I don't like doing it, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna stop doing it.
So there is a picture in Discord that I just put for.
Whoa. Yeah. Raven, I didn't know you were like that, dude. I'm actually impressed.
That is definitely
it's a little compromising, but for the right price.
Look, hey, honestly, dude, I'm impressed with the flexibility. I kind of figured that you just had like the bird legs, but like you got them thunder thighs and they're contorting like that. I mean, I can't with my bad back, but you.
What are we looking at? I'm confused.
I know, and I'm a husky boy, so it's impressive.
What the fuck is going on? What are we looking at?
Hey, Dark, do you mind? We're having a conversation.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, that girth though. Okay, you continue.
Fucking bastard. Anyway, Dark. What about this picture, Dark?
Yeah, this is basically that's he was in the chat. It was Order and Death. It was basically his interpretation of my thumbnails. That's this
big scary story that I mentioned is based on true stories.
Yeah, there it is in the stream right here, so everybody can see it. There you go.
I'm looking at that guy. I don't know if he has multiple eyes or if he has no eyes.
I think he's an alien boy. It's true.
And he had 12 eyes based on true story.
All right. Well, I think that's a good place to end it. On the 12-eye guy. Mask.
Okay.
Will you please at some point come back on?
I mean, if you'll have me.
Of course I will.
Yes.
Okay.
We were trying to get you on for since the third episode, but we just had so many. We've had so many people constantly being lined up that it just eventually just got so much. So
this is literally the third time you said you were going to try to have him on.
Mm-hmm. And we finally did. So I'm very happy about it. But next time I'm definitely gonna. If anybody was listening, obviously it sounded like I didn't have a lot prepared, which I really didn't have a lot prepared. This week has been a lot, and I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm constantly busy, and I really didn't have time to prepare anything. And I knew Maskino very well, so I knew that even if we didn't have something, there would be an interesting conversation because he's just easy to talk to. So,
well, hey man, if you ever have nothing planned, I can come on and I'll just go on a long diatribe telling stories about stuff because I'm pretty long-winded like that, and I think it really just stems from a very vivid and colored past of myself that I had and a lot of life experience, which has really aided me in being able to just tell these long-winded sort of stories and kind of keep people somewhat entertained, at least for a little while. I mean, I don't know, personally, it's just the way I feel. But, hopefully some other people can get some sort of joy and entertainment from it. So, that's kind of nice. But anyway.
Yeah, I do apologize if it did seem kind of lackluster this episode. I really just didn't prepare anything, and that's on me. So I'm sorry for anybody who didn't think this episode was very interesting, but I hope they enjoyed hearing Maskino talk because that's...
Oh, personally, I hated it.
That's cool, but I didn't ask you.
I liked it. I want more.
But... Thank you, Mask, for coming on. And I hope to have you on some other time if you would come on, and I would really appreciate that.
In the words of my ancestors, hell yeah, brother.
So this weekend we're not going to have anybody on. I don't have anybody lined up, so I kind of just want to do at least one it's just us. So. So this weekend, it's just going to be... Well, not this weekend, you know what I mean. That next weekend is just going to be me and Raven talking about stuff, and it's going to be fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Maskino's links will be in the description. His YouTube and Twitter are down there, as well as The Raven Dreams, who is my co-host. He is down in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is The Darkness Podcast. I am TD and Horror Stories, and we will see you guys